Thanks for joining us for Talk Pittsburgh. It is Thursday. It is still above freezing. We are excited.
Yes, I'm really excited about that for sure. All right, well, we have a lot planned for today, including the cost of childcare, how one state is getting parents back to work, and opening more child care facilities.
This is something we all need to hear more about. Plus, Wuthering Heights is #1 at the box office, and it's about to take the top spot in your kitchen. We'll show you how to make 2 dishes inspired by the families in this classic romance.
Yes, so many people into that. And we have a big surprise for you today, a true staple of the performing arts scene here in the city. The Pittsburgh Ballet Theatre is revealing their brand new season. We've got your first look just ahead.
That and more coming up this hour. First, though, your local headlines in under 90 seconds in today's Bird's Eye View.
Keeping an eye on Fayette County tonight, a viral video is raising questions about a woman shown storming the court at a kids' basketball game. She's a teacher at Laurel Highlands High School. The video is from a 3rd grade basketball tournament in Murraysville. The confrontation reportedly followed a disputed foul call in the final seconds of a close game involving her son's team.
A member of the Steelers' legendary Steel Curtain has died.
Mike Wagner was 76 years old. He won 4 Super Bowls, ranked 6th among the Steelers in career interceptions with 36. Wagner was inducted into the Steelers Hall of Honor in 2021.
U.S. Steel is facing fines following the explosion in Clairton last August that killed 2 employees. KDK's Ricky Sayer has been on this story from the beginning.
In a statement to us, a U.S. Steel spokesperson said, quote, "We have received and are reviewing OSHA citations related to the August 11th incident at our Clairton facility. We will continue our dialogue with OSHA and other agencies involved." Now, U.S. Steel and MPW both have 15 days to either contest the findings, to ask for a conference with OSHA, or to comply.
Really interesting. If you were watching Talk Pittsburgh yesterday, you know we had 2 local journalists who extensively covered that explosion and the Clairton community, the impact that that plant has on the community. So interesting that all of that was breaking as we were having that conversation. One of the other things we talked about yesterday, Mikey and I were talking about the cost of summer camps. And while those programs are so valuable for kids and a lifeline for working parents, they can also come with a pretty hefty price tag. This conversation doesn't end with summer, though. For many families, year-round childcare costs can be just as challenging, if not more so. No surprise, but it turns out we're not the only ones talking about this. In fact, the issue is getting national attention after a major move in Vermont. Mikey has more.
Yeah, the timing is perfect. Like you said, Heather, the cost of summer camps was our talk of the table yesterday. But what happens when that August school bell rings? Well, in Vermont, lawmakers recently passed a plan to curb child care costs while expanding access to options. Now, the goal is twofold: make child care more affordable, which in turn could keep more parents in the workforce. In a New York Times report, one family quoted a figure of $3,500 a month for child care. That was more than twice their mortgage. After doing the math, one parent realized they'd be working full-time just to pull in $60 a week after childcare. And we told you that Vermont law hoped to make childcare more affordable and keep parents in the workforce. Well, another plus, before the law passed, childcare centers in that state were closing because they couldn't cover their bills. Now, new ones are opening. It's a conversation families here in Pittsburgh, they know very well. In Pittsburgh, child care for 2 kids averages about $2,100 a month. That's a little over $1,000 per child, which means families with 2 kids pay over $25,000 per year for child care. That's according to LendingTree. Meanwhile, the median family income in Allegheny County during the 2024 census was around $78,000. So child care can cost 30%, a big portion of the family budget. Across Pennsylvania, some areas use the term child care deserts, describing a barren landscape when it comes to child care options. Facilities have long wait lists and a lack of staffing and providers. As more states look for solutions, I'm sure it's a conversation many Pittsburgh parents are hoping leads to some real change and some solutions to this problem.
Well, and I know that this is a big issue. So when I watched this video, what they actually did in Vermont, there was, and I guess, you know, people were very up in arms in the beginning about hearing the word tax.
Right.
but that helped to pay for some of these things. And what I saw was a lot of the companies were actually putting these childcare facilities in the workplaces. I feel like we used to see that a number of years ago, and then that kind of went away with some time. But to me, the one place was a ski resort. The woman worked in the arcade. She was able to bring her kids. They were able to get childcare for free as part of her workplace there. And to me, like, we just need to do more to make sure that we are keeping our employees, retaining our employees, especially in these first couple of years when we have young kids.
I know.
We need help.
Absolutely. I think it just all makes sense. And I think there's going to be a lot of states who try to model this. So exactly how did Vermont free up this money? So I'm going to throw some numbers out here. Just this makes sense of it all. So they passed a law, and so that law included a payroll tax of less than half of a percent for the employer. So that goes straight to funding childcare.
Right.
And so families making less than about $55,000 per year, they don't have to pay for childcare. And so families with higher incomes, they do have to pay, but it's a copay that's capped at about 10% of their income. So that's a lot less than the 30% that a lot of Pittsburgh families have to pay.
You know, it's such a complicated issue, and I think that that's why there's no like one quick, easy solution.
Right.
People who don't have kids don't feel like they probably need to pay for other people's childcare, and I understand that. At the same time, we also know that people who come of age, children who come of age eventually and get jobs, pay into Social Security and other benefits. We need people. We need people to survive on this earth.
We really do. We really do.
So
we
we're doing the work by having kids.
Yes.
You know, like we're doing the work. Just help us out a little bit. Just help us
a
little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. All right, it goes without saying, we all want our dollar to go further. And every Friday this month, our KDK Morning News team is looking for ways to help you save money. Last week, they asked, is Amazon Prime worth the price?
All right, anchor Erica McKay joins us now with a preview of tomorrow's story, and I'm really excited to talk about this.
Oh, I know. Anytime we can talk about food, right? That's a good thing.
Yeah, so glad to have you here at the table.
Happy to be here.
So, you know, we talked about the Amazon Prime stuff last week. Really great. I loved how you break down how you were able to maximize what you were spending on your Prime membership. This time around, you were talking about fried fish. So tell us about that.
Yeah, I mean, totally timely, right? It's Lenten season now. People are going to be eating more and more fish. So what we did was we kind of did a price comparison for different fast food fish sandwiches. We have Wendy's, we have Sheetz, we have Arby's, we have McDonald's, right? And when we went from there, we compared the price, of course, which is pretty obvious which one's going to be the cheapest, which one is going to be the most expensive. But we took it a step further and we weighed each sandwich.
You weighed them?
Weighed them. I found a scale. I had one at
like
home.
a little food scale?
Exactly. It was a little Weight Watchers one. We weighed each sandwich to see how much they were per ounce. And the results were interesting. Not what I expected, actually.
I loved watching you film. I watched you filming this in the newsroom, and it was funny how people were just walking past you, minding their business, and I was like, what is she?
What is she?
Yeah, like nothing to see
Nothing
here.
to
Just
see
someone
here.
filming fish sandwiches, but really interesting stuff. And you know, you want to get the most for your money, so that's our goal here with this segment.
And it's good if you just want to roll through the drive-through, something really quick. You know, you don't have time. It makes a lot of sense.
So look for that tomorrow morning in the 6 o'clock hour.
Awesome.
Okay.
Doing the hard work for us, Erica.
Right.
Doing what I
Appreciate
can.
you.
Still to come on Talk Pittsburgh, Boaz is checking out a corner store with some attitude. Find out how they're serving up some Brooklyn and Bronx vibes right here in the Burgh.
And the iconic Wienermobile is outside our Talk Pittsburgh studio. I'm heading outside to show you around, plus to tell you where else you can find the Wienermobile this week.
So which one did you
All right, you may be wondering why I am standing in front of a giant hot dog here. The Oscar Mayer Wienermobile is back into Pittsburgh, and we're really excited about that. I'm here with Tailgate Trey and Meatloaf Maggie to talk all about it. So tell us why you're here, Trey.
Yeah, we're out here in Pittsburgh trying to spark some smiles, bring joy to you guys. We got a bunch of fun events this weekend. We'll be at the Children's Museum tomorrow. We'll be out in Butler on Saturday and Finleyville on Sunday.
All right, and let's talk about what it's like driving around in this giant hot dog. What is the reaction to you guys out on the road? Like if you're coming down 376, are people waving? Or I know for me, I usually don't get much sleep, so I would think that I was hallucinating, Maggie.
I mean, it's definitely a lot of fun. People are always honking, waving, taking pictures. It's truly like a parade every single place we go, so.
And I'm curious, Trey, is this what you dreamed of doing? Like when you were in college, you were a little kid, you said, hey, I want to drive the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile.
Once I found out how much joy it brings to people, of course I wanted to do it. It's really a testament to the history and how much it makes people smile. So yeah, I would say so.
And so we're going to hop in this thing in just a bit here. But Maggie, I want to come over to you and ask you, just how big is this thing? Because when you see it in pictures, it really doesn't do it justice. But standing next to it, this is a pretty big dog.
Yeah, the Wienermobile is 27 feet long and 11 feet tall, so it is a pretty big dog. Flies Frank on the roads.
Oh, you know what? You guys have so many jokes. Okay, so let's hop inside and see how this thing works. Okay, so that just opens up like that. It's almost like the DeLorean from the Back to the Future movie. So we're just going to step inside here. Whoa, look how cool this is. Okay, so can I sit down in this seat over here? All right, this is the shot bun. How cool is this? So it really is almost still like a hot dog inside here.
Everything is themed. We have our ketchup and mustard colored seats. Of course, we have a mustard river when you walk in. Careful, don't slip on the mustard river. We've got blue sky ceilings because it's always a blue sky day when you're driving the Wienermobile. And of course, the retro carpeting. You're sitting in the best seat in the house, shot bun. You get the best view of the road to wave at people. And of course, this isn't a sunroof, but a bun roof.
Bun roof.
And of course, these are meat belts.
Of course they are. And so this is something that you'll just get to do for just this year, you and Maggie, correct?
Yeah, the Hot Dogger program is from June to June. So we're about 8 months into our journey here. We're on the back 9 now, but it's been a great time.
All right, and so tell me about like some of the toppings, because I know here in Pittsburgh, we love Heinz ketchup. Is that what you recommend? And do you have any additional things that maybe go really well on a hot dog?
I personally like ketchup on my hot dog. I know that's controversial for some parts of the country here, but I do like ketchup on my hot dogs. I also like a little bit of relish and a little bit of coleslaw on my hot dogs too. So whatever you like, that's what the beauty of a hot dog is. You can really make it for any type of occasion, or any person can have their own kind of hot dog, you know?
All right. Well, Trey, it was nice catching up to you. Was that good?
That's good. That's good.
Okay, thank you. Maybe you probably won't give me a job, but it's okay. All right, I'm going to throw it back inside to Ron with his Wienermobile forecast.
Well, here's the thing.
Ron.
Yeah, hey, good morning, Mikey. I love that. Let's talk about the forecast. It starts out pretty good for the Wienermobile out there, but then things are going to kind of go the wrong way. No one likes a cold dog, and we're going to be cooling down. We'll talk more about that coming up.
Mikey's back in.
I'm back
from
in.
her trip outside.
Yeah, with the dog.
Big dog.
With the big dog.
Yeah.
All right, we're
Did
going to
you
bring
just call him dog? You're like, hey, dog. Thanks.
Hey, dog.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I tell you, Ron, when I was out this morning, I came back in the house and I said, hey, Jordan, you know what? I think there's a fire outside. No.
Wow.
It was the fog.
It was so foggy today.
Should we let everyone know Jordan is your husband?
Oh, yeah, that guy.
In case anybody was curious.
I just feel, some people out there might not know. Yeah, it was very foggy this morning. Temperatures are going to be warm over the next couple of days. I know we're going into the weekend, so I wanted to focus in on those highs. We're going to see, this is Friday. We're looking at highs still mild, but here's the thing. Get out, the time to get out is going to be on Friday because our temperatures will be steadily cooling over the course of the weekend. In fact, we have snow chances that will be back in play heading into Sunday, guys.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, if we're talking about that, I think a lot of people are getting ready to travel. If you're going away this weekend, so how are things looking?
Yeah, if you are traveling, think west. That's going to be the best place to go. Is going to be off to the west that we're going to be dealing with. I was hoping to, you can see some severe weather. Now, there is going to be a severe weather chance really today, but then after that, things are looking good over into Ohio, Indiana, and that's where our temperatures are actually going to be the warmest. This is going to set up not just this weekend, but really over the next month, where it's going to be really cold on the East Coast, but warmer the further west you go. So if you're traveling, even into Florida, they're going to be looking at temperatures below average. So think going to the west, maybe places like Texas or maybe Indianapolis, Chicago. That's where the warm air is going to be.
I have questions for you because I just got an alert, Mikey. that we're setting up for El Nino.
Yep.
I don't even know what that means. I'm going to need you to explain all of this. Maybe this could be what we talk about tomorrow. I don't know.
Okay, I was about to say, not a lot of time right now,
No.
but normally a more active pattern. But yeah, we'll talk about it.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
I need the
want to
deets
know
on
why
this.
you got the alert and I didn't.
Well, I have a lot of apps on my phone.
Okay.
Lots of apps,
Need to
Mikey.
get more apps.
We got so many apps. I want to check in with you. You know, I know you were off earlier this week. It was not for fun.
No, it was not for fun. I was very sick. There's this stomach bug that's going around.
Oh, yeah.
And Logan brought it home, and then I caught it, and I don't know, I was vomiting and everything.
This was not fun.
Not fun at all, but I wanted to share.
Motherhood, huh?
I know. I wish.
But what's been going on with you guys?
I wanted to share this with you. I thought it was so funny. It's just something so silly. I don't know, but I caught Logan in the act. I love Twizzlers. And
Yeah,
so
do I.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
And I had a bag
Love
of
them.
Twizzlers on the kitchen island, and I caught Logan peeking up at them over his little head, just looking out, and he is coming up with a master plan, I'm sure, on how he's going to get these Twizzlers. He's never had
Look at him. Oh my
a
gosh.
Twizzler a day in his life.
Why not?
I don't, cause
He has
I
his
really
teeth,
don't give
right?
him- He does. I don't give him candy though. I'm so afraid. I always had dental problems, and so I don't want to pass that along to him. I
Yeah.
mean, I've had so many root canals, so many.
Yeah. I feel like that's genetics though, and has
Yeah.
nothing to do with candy, but maybe it does. Maybe a little bit. I don't
think
know.
I just have soft enamel on my teeth. At least that's what a dentist told me once. I don't know why we're talking about this,
Wait,
but just in
will you
case you
do-
wanted to know.
Will you do the thing though? So he's never had Twizzlers. Has he had M&Ms?
No. No candy whatsoever.
None.
Actually, I just gave him juice for the first time last week. Yeah.
Did you water it down though?
I did.
Yeah. Well, that's okay.
And it was Pedialyte because he was sick. So
Oh.
that counts as juice. Anyway, what's going on with you?
Oh gosh. Okay. Well, big day. Big day. The hot tub was delivered on Friday. Now, anybody who has a hot tub knows that you need to have special electric. In fact, Scott Danka was at my house on Friday or Monday, and he was like, what does it take, like a 220? And I was like, exactly, I don't know.
You
I don't know anything
that.
about
Yeah,
But
220,
Frankie
sure.
Frankie said the same thing when we got it. He's like, what does this take, like a 220?
What? Is that amps? Is that like
So I don't know. I don't know. But yes, I think so,
Okay,
Mikey. Let's go
cool.
with that. That's
Yeah.
what it is. It's amps or whatever.
It looks magnificent in your backyard.
Okay,
by the
so do
way.
you see the little middle? You
Yes.
see the middle there? Those are all jets. So everyone can get a foot massage.
Gosh, you get a foot
Yes.
massage too?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, it has so many possibilities.
Okay, so electric, done. Tub will be filled
Yeah.
today. It just takes time to heat up.
Yeah.
And then we are in, baby. We are in this weekend. Ron's talking about that. Maybe like a little bit of snow.
Yeah, it
whatever.
doesn't matter.
I'll be
It doesn't matter.
outside.
Outside
You will
in the hot
find
tub.
me outside, right, Cardi B? That's where I will be.
Outside.
That's it.
Oh, I'm so excited for you.
Okay.
So good.
That's it. That's all I
Okay,
got.
that's it. That's a lot.
More pictures to come next week.
Good.
Still to come on Talk Pittsburgh, from stormy cliffs to stately halls, Wuthering Heights is all about contrast. How to create two dishes as sweet and sultry and surprising as the movie itself.
Oh, and Boaz is checking out a new corner store making waves on social media.
Coming up in a little bit, we're taking you inside Little Tony's Mini Mart. It is a tiny store, but it has a big following both online and in person. I'm going to introduce you to Little Tony a little bit later in the show.
A corner store downtown is gaining a lot of traction on social media. Little Tony's Mini Mart is, as the name suggests, small.
But it's bringing big personality to the corner of Ross and 3rd. So we sent Boaz there to pick up some lunch. Take a look.
I'm here downtown at a business that's been getting a lot of buzz online recently, Little Tony's Mini Mart, and here he is, Little Tony himself.
Hi there, how you doing?
Well, thanks for having us in the shop. I mean, and it is a little shop.
Yes, very little.
And so when did you start this business?
We started April 24th of 2023, so we're going on 3 years now.
Yeah, and did you know anything about running a business like this before you started?
Yeah, my family has been in small businesses our whole lives, across a couple pizza shops, and then me and my immediate family owned Moranti Brothers Market out in South Point.
Oh, yeah.
At one point. It was a big market. We had a coffee shop, market in the middle, and then a restaurant on the far right side.
So this is a lot smaller. Maybe you can give us a little tour of everything inside Little Tony's.
All right, so
we've got beverages over here.
Here with our first cooler, we got the most famous Pittsburgh Turners.
Yeah, of course.
The staple of Pittsburgh. So we got a whole right side of the cooler just for Turners.
Yeah.
And then over here is our Gatorades, water, cold coffees, sparkling
sliced
waters.
cheese down here.
Oh yeah, a lot of the sliced cheese down there for our sandwiches that we make.
Well, then you make all these specials. People come in for your daily specials. Mama D's, and is that your mom?
Yeah, so my mom, she has the daily specials, which are down the middle of our menu up here. So we have a far right side and a far left side of the menu that we cook all day, every day.
So where are you cooking? Back here?
So
show us where you do that?
So we cook most of our like breakfast sandwiches and stuff like that, fresh hot sandwiches, we cook right here on the flat grill.
Oh wow.
Yeah, on a little flat grill here. And then like for our specials and stuff that is coming raw, we cook out on the grill out front.
Oh,
so yeah, we
gotcha.
actually grill out front on the sidewalk.
Well, that's why as you're approaching, it smells great.
Yep.
And it feels like you have a pretty great social media presence. People have been sharing your videos a lot. Do a lot of people learn about you that way?
I think so. I think a lot of people learn about me, especially the slogan, the Tony way.
Yeah.
So our first slogan here was Embrace Little Tony's Way of Life. And my purpose behind the slogan was more because I wanted to, so like when people walk in here and customers walk in here, I wanted it to be for when we have a conversation, we get to learn about each other, and then every time they come in after that, we learn about each other more and more.
Yeah.
So it's more about the conversation. It's not a selfish, self-centered slogan, if that makes sense.
Right. And how did you come up with the name Little Tony's?
So actually, my landlord Jim here, the previous name of it was called Mini Mitch's, and whenever we were speaking, he mentioned, he was like, well, I think you should call it Little Tony's.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay. And I kind of ran with it. I agreed with him because I'm a junior of my dad, who's also Tony. So,
yeah. Oh, that's awesome. And so big things are coming to downtown. The draft is coming soon.
Oh, yeah.
And do you feel like that's going to affect your business? What do you expect?
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm ready though.
Are you like buying extra hot dogs?
I guess we should, right?
Yeah.
I haven't done too much thought into it.
Yeah.
I really live day by day, and it's already so hectic as is, but we're gonna make it work. Me and my mom and our helpers here, we're gonna make it work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what is the best seller down here? Like, what do you sell the most of? Is it chips? Is it sandwiches?
Yeah, for the sandwiches, it would be the Tony's cheesesteak.
Okay.
It comes with peppers, onion, mushroom, and the cheese sauce I make homemade.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we melt a brick of cheese down, and we make it homemade that way, marinate it up and season it up. And also every breakfast sandwich is a hit down here. People love them.
Well, thanks so much for the tour, and I hope there's just like lines around the corner when the draft comes.
Well, we appreciate you guys coming by so much. Remember, it's the Tony way or no way, baby. We love everyone. So
Tony way
thank you.
or no way. There you have it.
Stop in just to see that guy. He seems like so much fun.
He does, and I remember when we were in Brooklyn for a little while, we had this little shop, and every street, every corner has their own little bodega, and it reminds me so much of that. I love that we have something like that
That's exactly what I was thinking about.
Little Tony's is open Monday through Friday from 7 to 4. We have a link with more information on our website. Go to kdka.com/talkpittsburgh.
Well, ahead on Talk Pittsburgh, we've got some good news to share today. Every year, our museums are nominated for USA Today's Best in the Country. And in 2026, 3 came out on top. We'll tell you which ones. That's coming up next. Welcome back to Talk Pittsburgh. Thank you for spending your afternoon with us.
Ahead this half hour, we are heading to the kitchen for 2 dishes inspired by the romance of Wuthering Heights. Chef Aleka will show you how to make them in your own kitchen. We can't wait to hang out with her.
Looking forward to that. And great news for your block. Neighborhood cleanups are getting a major upgrade. And those overgrown, untouched yards, they could be next on the fix-up list. First, let's get into the stories that have us talking. Well, we're officially home to some of the best museums in the country. The Children's Museum of Pittsburgh was just voted the #1 children's museum in America in USA Today's 10 Best Reader Choice Awards. And the wins don't stop there. The Heinz History Center also took the #1 spot for history museums, and the Carnegie Science Center ranked 3rd among science centers nationwide. It's a great reminder that some of the best family experiences are right here in the Burgh.
We are so lucky to have all of these institutions, and this one gave us all all the feels. The CMU Police Department was invited to Northway Christian Community's Night to Shine event. Night to Shine is a prom for teens and young adults with special needs. The Tim Tebow Foundation sponsored the event. Officers gave a shout out on social media saying they had a blast meeting so many inspiring young people. Looks like those kids enjoyed their photo op on the police bike too, as you can see there.
Yeah, that's so much fun. All right, well, you're in for a real treat today. From Gothic thrills to holiday sparkle, Pittsburgh Ballet Theater's last season had everything. Drama, magic, and even a few familiar faces sneaking into the cast.
And now they're inviting audiences to escape into wonder with a brand new lineup of shows that we're revealing right here on Talk Pittsburgh. Very lucky to be able to do this. Here to help us do it is Pittsburgh Ballet Theater's Artistic Director, Adam McKinney. So good to see you again.
Thank you for having me today. Excited to be here with you.
We can't wait. Are you like recovered now after the Nutcracker and the last season and all of it?
The work of a ballet company never ends.
Never ends.
In fact, tonight we're premiering America 250 with the PBT Orchestra at the Benedum Center, something for everyone. There's even a baseball ballet called the Mighty Case.
You know what? You guys stay busy. I'm not surprised at all. So let's talk a little bit about the upcoming season. What do you guys have planned?
26-27 is a season of wonder, and we welcome audiences to escape into wonder with us. And today, my hope is that we get to unveil the season with you today and do a little guessing game with you.
Okay.
Hey.
All right, so here's how it's going to work. We're going to actually see some of the dancers come out in costume.
Yep.
And we're going to try and guess what they are. So tell us about our first, when we see our first dancers.
Great. Our first ballet, and you might not get this.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you a freebie on this
Okay.
one. This is Galen and Charles.
Hello.
Dancing the lead roles in, go ahead, in Giselle.
Oh,
wow.
It's a beautiful romantic style ballet, and it's a story about love and the manner in which love transcends death. It will be performed with the Pittsburgh Ballet Theatre Orchestra in October, opens our season.
Beautiful.
And you're right, I probably wouldn't have guessed that.
Stunning. Oh
Thank
my
you
God. I'm
so
like
much,
whisked
Dan.
away. You said that this is a season of wonder, and I can feel that already seeing our first
Indeed.
our first dancers. Okay, up next.
All right,
Let's
up
see.
next, it's our December ballet. It happens every season. You might know this guy.
The Nutcracker.
Lead role. This is Antonio in the Nutcracker.
Wonderful.
Yeah, a family favorite and family fairy tale ballet. And again, something for everyone. And we welcome people to enjoy the ballet.
Costume, like when you're up this close, you don't realize how big his head is.
Yeah, huge.
That has to make it incredibly challenging to dance through.
Indeed, they figure it out.
They do.
figure it out.
Well, and we should mention too, very exciting stuff coming for the Nutcracker, not this season, but next, which
Not
we can't
this
wait.
season, but next season, we are performing a new version
Oh my gosh.
of the Nutcracker. It will be an extension of our current production.
Wonderful.
And it's going to be really, really beautiful. All new sets, all new costumes, all
we
new
can't
choreography.
wait.
Forward to that. Yeah. So what do we have up next?
Up next, you might get this one. This is a story about a young girl
Oh, I know.
who falls through the rabbit hole.
Oh no!
Into a whimsical world of wonder. This is Siri and Luca dancing in,
Alice in Wonderland.
of course, beautiful
Wonderful.
costumes, all new world premiere choreography for Pittsburgh Ballet Theatre.
This is beautiful. You know, I think it's so important too, just to see them, I mean, visually right here, dressed in costume. Lovely job. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Siri. Thanks,
But
Luca.
ballet is such an important artistic venture, and just like showing this whole thing without words. To be able to do it all through dance
That's
is something
right.
truly special.
Yeah, I think it transcends difference, right? It is the way in which people can connect with the art and each other, and that really is what we do at Pittsburgh Ballet Theatre.
Oh, and you do it so well.
Thank you so much. It's not only me, we have a whole team, and
Yeah.
it's just an honor to
Okay, we have one last one. You said this one might be tricky too.
Yep, we have two more in fact.
more, okay,
So
okay.
This is Madison coming out. She is representing our spring mix performance. It's a mixed repertoire performance. And next year we have something very special in which 3 of our company artists will choreograph world premiere works for the company.
Wow, and this is original work.
Original world premiere work, choreographed right
Wonderful.
here in Pittsburgh.
Oh my gosh, I'm just looking at her calf muscles.
Oh, and
That's like summer goals.
I want that outfit too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be a fun night out.
Wouldn't it be?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely, and you can take Pilates at Pittsburgh Ballet Theatre. So
Get out.
come
Can you
on
really?
over. Oh yeah. Come on over. So this is our last ballet. This is Isabel and Gabriel. The story is about a 16-year-old girl named Aurora who is awoken after 100 years.
Sleeping Beauty.
The kiss.
Yeah.
Sleeping Beauty with the PBT Orchestra will finish out our season.
The attention to detail in all of the costumes. My goodness.
Indeed, and these costumes were made in our costume shop by Anna.
Anna, you are so talented.
Indeed.
My gosh.
So our season is 5 ballets, lots of family opportunities to bring kids, family fairy tale package, and full of artistry, full of wonder, full of escape.
Introduce your family to this. If you have not been, it looks spectacular this season.
Thank you. Check us out at pbt.org. Thank you so much,
Thank you all
dancers.
for getting ready and coming over for
Beautiful.
this. If you would like to learn more about the Pittsburgh Ballet Theater's upcoming season or their America 250 performances this weekend, we will have that for you on our website.
All right, still to come on Talk Pittsburgh, we're checking in with Barry Pintar in the newsroom for your first look at the KDKA Evening News.
And your taste buds are in for a dramatic twist. Chef Aleka is whipping up some dishes inspired by 2 very different houses at the heart of Wuthering Heights. That's next.
Wuthering Heights is dominating the box office. The latest take on Emily Bronte's classic brought in $83 million at the box office, with audiences swooning over Kathy and Heathcliff's epic and heartbreaking love story.
Yeah, swooning. That's the word.
Yes.
That's what it is. And today we are exploring the flavors of Wuthering Heights' 2 iconic houses. I know. Chef Aleka, sweetie, is giving us a taste of life on the moors and at the Grange. It is a steamy one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm so proud of my husband, Jacob Elordi. He's doing
he did such a good job. Wait, he's married to me and you at the same
well, you know, you
Ladies, don't fight. Don't fight. There's enough for him to go around.
So when I watch these period piece movies, you know, like Bridgerton or, you know, Marie Antoinette, I always think about what they eat.
Yeah.
What are they eating back there back in the day? So I have my 2 interpretations of what the 2 houses. We've got the house of Wuthering Heights, and then we've got Thrushcross Grange.
Okay.
So in the Wuthering Heights, I did a red wine poached pear.
Wow.
Because you want to think about it's like dark, it's moody.
It looks beautiful, visually stunning.
It's very, and then I have some creme fraiche that is going on the side. So the way that you do it, I like to use a Bosc pear, B-O-S-C. So after it's peeled, Heather, I'm going to have you do this. We want to make sure that it's going to stand up.
Don't worry, I'll just...
So you're just going to cut off the bottom of the pear.
Okay, can I use your knife?
Yes, because you want to make sure that it stands up when you're poaching it. So the poaching liquid, I got a nice full-bodied Merlot.
Oh, okay.
With some sugar, and you want to think about the spices that they had back then. So I put in some cinnamon, some cloves, and some black pepper.
Oh, interesting.
So once you cut off the bottom of it, you want to take a melon baller and get out all of the inside.
Okay.
And then I put it in simmering water. And my friend Chef Janet reminded me that this is called a cartouche.
When you put like parchment paper on top?
To make sure that it stays weighted down.
Oh, so it's not like bubbling up.
Yes. And then you can turn it around. So what I did, doesn't that smell amazing?
Oh my God.
It tastes amazing too, by the way.
Mike is just here to eat.
Go ahead, continue.
But I also, in the summertime, I would do it with some white wine.
Okay.
And some saffron. So you can take this one out with.
Okay. How about this?
With that. And that's how I figure out when it's done, too.
Is when you can stab it?
You can stab it. You can see there's that hole at the bottom.
There you go.
And then you can reduce down that poaching liquid to more of a syrupy consistency.
Right, okay. And then you have these cute little...
So I dehydrated some orange to put on top, and then I light a little bit of crunch. So you think about they had some like crunchy granola, and some of that sauce, and some creme fraiche.
Yeah.
So the other
Lovely.
house,
Okay.
Rush Cross Grange, Heather, you're going to finish decorating that.
Okay.
They're kind of more like light and airy and tea cakey.
Yep.
So I made a lemon tea cake.
Okay.
And then on top,
Let me move this out of the way so you could see it.
I got some edible dehydrated flowers.
Okay, and so this is just like a pop, pop,
Yeah.
pop.
You have
Now,
to
where
make
do you
that
buy
noise
something
too.
like that? The
So I
dehydrated
bought
flowers.
Oh, from Amazon.
Oh, cool.
And I really like these new cake pans that I got. These like small little. I've taught you so well. I am so
She's doing a
impressed.
fantastic
Girl, your consistency with your piping.
Look at that.
Amazing.
Did you know she's our resident Martha Stewart?
I did not know.
You didn't know? Now you know.
So I like these pans for my tea cakes.
Okay.
These,
Oh, they're
like, these
cute.
really, really deep ones. But the first time I would do a practice round.
Before you just do all of them.
Yes, because you have to get it seasoned. You want to make. Oh, and then here are
a little bit of the flowers.
Little bit of the flowers.
Okay, let's put
so
those
I
on
thought
there.
this really represented the two kind of vibes
Yeah.
of the two.
I broke a nail.
Okay.
Look, I broke
that.
I'm going today.
How'd you break your nail?
I don't know. I have 3 children, and I work a full-time job.
I like how Mike isn't sitting
Should
here.
I just try this?
Yeah,
Here?
try
Okay,
that one.
okay.
It looks gorgeous.
So, like I said, if you don't want to do the red wine in the summertime, I would do a white wine poached
Ooh,
pear.
that sounds lovely
and put a
too.
little saffron in it to get that beautiful color.
that's really good.
So really easy. 2 desserts, 2 different houses. When my husband comes home from
I'll fight you.
the movie premiere, you and I can do a meal for him together.
Oh my God.
All right, Chef Aleka, thank you so much. And if you would like to book Chef Aleka for an event, we're going to link you up on our website, kdka.com/talkpittsburgh. Maybe she'll bring her husband when she comes.
Yeah, maybe.
So to come on the show, KDKA's Barry Pintar standing by in the newsroom with the stories you don't want to miss on the KDKA Evening News. We all know that yard with heaps of collected items, old chairs, rusted car parts, piled to the point that you can't see the grass anymore. Well, the city and county are starting to tackle the worst of these neglected properties that have escalated into really public health concerns. Joining us now to talk more about this is KDKA investigative producer Tori Rogursky. We're so happy that you're here to talk about this because I think we all know a neighbor like this or have driven past a house that looks like this, and you wonder, is anyone paying attention? Is anyone going to do anything about this?
Yeah, that's a fair question. And the answer is you can do something about it. One of the things that Allegheny County Health Department has done is updated the housing code so that they themselves can now hire a contractor and send in after a property has repeated violations for things that are public health concerns. Like you mentioned, the trash heaps, the 10-foot high grass, the raccoons have moved into what was a screened-in porch and is now a raccoon palace.
Right.
As a neighbor, you can do something about that and call in to the Allegheny County Health Department and say, hey, this is a public health concern. And once that property owner has ignored all those violations, they're going to hire contractors, send them in and fix the problem themselves.
And we're not talking just about abandoned properties, right? This can be something where there is someone who's actually living in this home?
Under some circumstances, yes.
Okay.
But one thing that I learned in my investigation was that when most property owners get these notices of violation, they do something about it. It's only 3% of these violation people who do not actually address the problem, and that the health department expects they're going to have to do it themselves.
My husband, as you know, is a firefighter, and I know I've heard some of these issues pop up, but you know, one of the issues that can pop up with abandoned properties that have been neglected, that are under serious, as we can see, health concerns even. If there is something that happens in that house and firefighters need to go in, it creates all these additional risks as well. I mean, there are a lot of issues that come with an abandoned property or something that has been neglected.
It is a huge public safety concern.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, because of the population loss that this area has experienced over the last half of a century, it's a growing problem in a number of our areas.
And specifically, there's a lot of money that's going into North Braddock, is that right?
Yes. Representative Summer Lee just announced a community project fund that it's not directly going to demolish these houses. North Braddock has more than 1,000 blighted parcels, which is it's a lot.
For a smaller neighborhood,
for a smaller neighborhood. And these are so expensive to address directly and demolish directly, more than $15,000 a property, more if there's hazardous materials like asbestos.
Sure.
So what they're doing with this $1 million, because that would only demolish about 15, 18 houses,
right.
They're going to be purchasing heavy demolition equipment themselves and training a workforce to be the borough's own demolition crew.
So putting that money right back into the community.
Yes.
By hiring people to do it. That's incredible. And so is there anything else that we can do to help our neighbors if there's something that's happening that maybe could be resolved?
Right. I mean, this is going to be, this is a circumstance where we should be neighbors. And remember, your neighbor isn't just who lives next door to you.
Yeah.
It's your whole street. It's your whole community. These are, you know, we live together and you have to care for each other. So if you see that maybe your neighbor who's typically out there mowing the lawn last summer was out there, and this summer he's not as active, you don't see him very often, and the weeds are starting to get a little high, maybe knock on the door. Say, hey, what's going on?
Yeah. Be neighborly.
Be neighborly. That's right. What else, like Mr. Rogers taught us?
I know you are working on so many different things. So what's something else that the investigative team is working on?
So we have a story coming up Monday with lead investigator Andy Sheehan about fentanyl overdoses. And it's a topic that we've done many, many, many stories about over the years. There is good news.
Oh, good.
I know. And the number of fentanyl overdoses is going down.
Okay.
We are exploring why. We're exploring what public health interventions have helped and what's next for the fight against overdoses.
It does seem like, I mean, there was a height when we were covering this nonstop and we were seeing a huge increase. So I'm curious to see what's been going on with that.
You can watch Andy's story.
Okay, that's coming up Monday.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Tori.
Thank
Always
you.
good to talk with you. You guys are working so hard. And be sure to watch the KDKA Evening News on Monday, as you just heard, for that story. We're going to link you up to the Blight Blitz investigative story as well on our website. All right, Mikey, I'll send it over to you.
All right, thank you both. Very interesting story. All right, let's take a moment to find out what you can expect to see on KDKA TV News tonight at 4, 5, and 6. Barry Pintar is in our newsroom with some of the stories our news team is working on. Barry?
Yeah, good afternoon to you, Mikey. Here are a couple of those stories. First, small-town newspapers have been a source of news and information for many smaller areas all throughout southwestern Pennsylvania. And as we've reported, many are struggling and several have even closed, some of them after being in business for centuries. Now, imagine most of these small newspapers coming together to support each other, to save themselves as part of one big partnership. That is happening. It's called the Pittsburgh Media Partnership, but covers many parts of southwestern Pennsylvania. We'll lay out the plan and feature the Butler Eagle as we explain how all this will work. Next, youth sports are a big deal around here, but as just about any parent can tell you, that can be really expensive, so much so that sadly some kids can't join because their families simply can't afford it. Now, a local foundation in our area is stepping in to take away this financial barrier. If a family makes below a certain level of income, this foundation will pick up the full bill. And by the way, that income level is higher than you might think. We'll tell you all about it. And of course, we will have the absolute latest on Sidney Crosby. Is Canada closing the door on the possibility of Sidney Crosby playing tomorrow against Finland in the semifinals at the Olympics? All this after leaving that team's quarterfinal game with an apparent right leg injury. That situation seems to be changing by the moment, and we will have the live latest as it breaks in all of our newscasts straight ahead.
All right, and of course, Barry, those stories are amazing. You know, I love that program that is helping kids get into sports because it can be really expensive. So I understand that parents who make $49,000 and below, they can get everything covered, right?
Yeah, you have the inside information. That's great. That's why I said the number. Sometimes you'll hear like 16,000, 22,000. Parents can get a lot of help without being in the poverty range, which is so important, of course, because we want our kids to play. Kids learn so much through the whole sporting experience, and it's so sad if they can't because mom or dad, grandma, whoever can't afford it. This is a great program we're excited to tell you about.
Yeah, it really is. Thank you so much, Barry.
All right.
All right, so to come on Talk Pittsburgh, we're wrapping things up with another quick look at your forecast and what we're chatting about on tomorrow's show.
Well, we're looking at the forecast for tomorrow morning. It's looking pretty good for the kids. We do have some expected rain in the overnight hours, but I think most of that should be out of here by about 7 o'clock tomorrow morning for the kids as they're walking into school. Now, we can't really rule out maybe some drizzle, a light passing shower here or there, but that's really going to be about it. Also, just a heads up as we're heading into the afternoon tomorrow, still a little bit of a shot as we get this colder air coming in. The little boundary could be a quick line of storms right there at around the lunch hour. Temperatures are going to be cooling down, guys, for the weekend, and that starts by the time the kids are getting out of school tomorrow afternoon.
Oh, well, you know what? It's a reminder that it's still winter.
It is still winter.
Yeah.
I'm just excited. We could have our first thunderstorm of spring. I know it's not spring yet. God, I love a good thunderstorm.
Yep.
Love it. All right, Ron, thank you so much. We're going to have a really serious conversation on Friday coming up. That's tomorrow. Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month is coming up. And tomorrow we are talking with 2 survivors who have lived through one of the deadliest cancers in the country.
Looking forward to that conversation. Why it's showing up in younger people, the early signs you shouldn't ignore, and the resilience that got them through it.
That's one of those conversations we need to have. Absolutely. We have to have this conversation. Plus, we are talking weekend reads of all genres. You can help choose it. KDK TV News at 4 starts right now.